Halloween coming right around the corner of yours, I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys are like busy decorating your house or getting the candy or doing your costume or whatever. And also it's prime horror movie season. But I've suddenly noticed that there are so many horror movies about ghosts, slashers, kaiju-like creatures, vampires, werewolves, zombies, demons, poopy found footage films, aliens, or ghosts. I said ghosts already. Whatever, you got the idea. But I really feel like that there are some monsters that really deserve a horror movie. So for this video, I'm going to count down my picks for the top 10 monsters that deserve a campy horror flick. Kicking off the list at number 10 are evil butterflies. Keep in mind, guys, these are ideas for campy horror flicks, so we don't have to take them seriously if we don't want to. I'm a big advocate of taking something that's very like sweet and nice and child friendly and turning something very dark and sinister. I feel like butterflies would be a good subject for a movie like this. Think about it. A government experiment on butterflies goes horribly wrong. There's a huge swarm of them, and you see normal butterflies like to suck on flowers for nectar. Let's just say humans are the flowers in a movie like this. Number 9, we have golems. Now, golem is a word used to describe many different creatures, but its origin, believe it or not, originates from Jewish legends. And a golem is like a figure made out of like clay or wood or stone of some sort by a rabbi, and there's a life-giving word on its forehead, and it comes to life, and it grows bigger and stronger every day. And at first it protects its master, but if it gets too big, it can get wild and destructive and destroy everything in its path. I'm pretty sure the movie speaks for itself right there. Number 8, we have a different type of werebeast. We've seen so many werewolf movies, but yeah, we never see movies about were-lions, or were-tigers, or were-bears, or were-omais, or were-lizards, or were-sharks, or were-hyenas, or were-aliens, or were-predators, or were-this, or were-that, or were-mommies, or were-daddies, or were... Sorry about that. I really miss the days when werewolves and vampires were actually cool and weren't meant to make teenage girls horny. Now, I know maybe you probably haven't heard of my number 7 choice, but number 7, I have the Oni, which according to Japanese legend is a type of demonic ogre that either would physically attack people, or it also hover above villages. Sorry, I can't speak right now. And cast some sort of spell. And what this spell brings, you have no idea. It could be an earthquake, it could be a famine, it could be some sort of disaster, and it could drive people insane. And think about it, not even like a campy horror flick, but with a beast like this, you can make a really good psychological horror film with it, and have some really freaky jump scares. Gotta pay some sort of homage to the Greek myths here, because my number 6 choice is the Minotaur. As Greek legends say, the Minotaur was an offspring of an Athenian king, and he has the body of a man but the head of a bull, and has a rampant appetite for flesh. So they built a giant maze called a labyrinth to contain him, and every year they sent 14 Athenians into that maze. They get eaten by the Minotaur until they sent in the Greek hero Theseus, who smuggled in a sword, where they finally slayed him, or slain him, or whatever the word is. That in itself is a movie right there. Perhaps one of the most well-known monsters of them all is my number 5 choice, Bigfoot. A creature known by many names. In the Himalayans it's called the Yeti, and by Australians it's called the Yowie, by Floridans it's called the Skunk Ape, by Native Americans it's called Sasquatch, by the Chinese it's called the Yemen, by the Sumatrans it's called the Orang Pendek, by the Amazonians it's called the Mapinguari. There's all sorts of names to describe this famous beast, and we've seen plenty of movies that weren't horror movies that star this monster. But yet, how would he fare in a horror movie? Hashtag Squid Nation, because here comes my number 4 choice, a mutant octopus. And I'm not really talking about a ginormous Cthulhu or Kraken-like creature. Because here's the thing, I feel like a genetically engineered octopus would be a great horror movie villain, because the giant Pacific octopus, not only is it really strong with its 8 arms, it's also really intelligent, and apparently octopi can change color and their texture much faster than a chameleon, and also if their beak can fit through something, they can fit their entire body into something. You get that thing extended memory and the ability to walk on land, something like that could be terrifying. Arriba! Here's my number 3 choice, the Chupacabra. Now, Chupacabra, think of it as like a Mexican cross between a vampire and a Bigfoot. Now, this is a flying bat-like beast that sucks the blood, and Chupacabra means goat sucker. And many believe that this creature feasts on the blood of many livestock, like goats, cows, pigs, maybe even humans if it gets the chance. And it's very fast, has possibly bulletproof skin, and it feels no remorse, and it's very hideous. Take that, Twilight fans. My number 2 choice is a demon from New Jersey, and I'm not talking about the hockey team. I'm talking about the New Jersey Devil. According to legend, one night in the 1700s, Mother Leeds was said to be pregnant for the 13th time, and she said, "Let this one be the devil." On a dark, stormy night, she gives birth to the baby, and it's alright at first, but then it grows a goat's head, blood red eyes, 2 big horns, bat-like wings, a long lizard-like tail, and goat legs, and it leaps out a blood-curdling screech, and it flies out through the chimney. And to this day, it's claimed that the Jersey Devil haunts the Pine Barrens. Just picture a movie about a bunch of young people going on a camping trip in the Pine Barrens. I feel like the rest speaks for itself from there. And number 1, my friends, we have Rebecca Black. Dun dun dun! Come on, she deserves a campy horror movie. Let's not beat around the bush here. So yeah, that's my top 10 choices of monsters that deserve a campy horror flick. Do you guys agree or disagree with me? And what are your plans for Halloween? Let me know in the comments down below. Hope you all have an awesome Halloween. Don't forget to subscribe.